So in today's video we are going to learn about the division tag. If you have not watched our previous videos, I would recommend you to please watch them before continuing with this one. So first let's dive into the theory of the division tag. So the division tag is represented by this angle bracket div and then again angle bracket, then we'll close this tag. Next, it defines a division or a particular section in your HTML document. It is a block level element. In one of our previous videos we have already discussed about inline and block level elements. So if you have not watched that video, first go and check out that video to get all your doubts cleared about block level elements or inline elements. The HTML division tag is used to group the large section of HTML elements together. So if you want to include your paragraph and headings or any other thing in a single block, then we'll use the div tag. Style can also be incorporated with the division tag. So this is a little bit about CSS. So if you don't know how CSS works and what are the things that we use in CSS, we are going to start a series with CSS soon. Most web pages are actually designed with the help of division tag. Most of the web pages or websites that you usually see on internet are designed with the help of division tag. So I hope the theory is clear to everyone. So let's see how division tag actually works. So let's first save this file. Let's name it as div example.html. Don't forget to save your file with .html extension. So we'll write here HTML, click enter, and the title over here is division tag. So in the body, first we are going to write a div, and before closing we are going to write over here all of the things that you want to include in your div tag. Like first I'm going to place a heading over here, like first heading. Next we want to place a paragraph, that is, this is a sample paragraph. So all the styles that you want to give to a heading or paragraph can be placed with this div. You just need to write a keyword style and you can give the font color, like you want to give the blue color. So we are gonna save this and open it in browser. So as you can see, this is a browser, and the first heading and the sample paragraph that we have given in a division, the style has been common to heading and the sample paragraph. Both of the things are blue in color because we have placed them in a single div and we have given the style to that div only. Now let's see an example by which you can understand how web pages are actually designed with the help of division tag. As per the common format and requirements of a web page, we are going to make different sections for header, navigation bar, main content and footer. So here we are going to use a little bit of styling in making of a web page. Don't worry if you don't know about what CSS actually is. We are going to make a separate video on CSS too. So let's start with the first actual web page building. So first is the title that we have given over here, that is the division tag. Next, in the body we have given all the divisions. First is the container, in which we have kept all our heading, our navigation, our main content and our footer. And the next thing is this division we have took over here is for heading. Like if you want to place one or more headings over here, we can place this in the same division, in this division. So I have given the style like height, width. So remember, we always give height in pixels and width in percentage. And the background color that I have given over here is yellow. So I have closed this div over here. So in this container I have used another div for the navigation bar. So here I have given the height, width, background color, and also have given the line height and the float. These two things I'm gonna tell you when I'm going to show you the web page. How the web page looks, from that only you can depict how the line height and float have played their roles over here. So we have closed this navigation div over here. The next is the division for the paragraph. So also I have given here the height, width, background color and float right. So I have closed this div over here. The next div is for our footer. So here also I have given height, width, background color and float. So this is how it's gonna look in the browser. First is the heading. Let me show you the code what I have given in the heading. We have given a height of 50 pixels. That is the height of the background color. And we have also given a yellow background color which is displayed over there, and a width of 100%. So to place our heading in center, I have used the center tag over here. I have closed this div over here, and the next div I have used is for the navigation bar. I have given the height of 500 pixels and a width of 25%. So as you can see, the height is what I have given over here and the width is this much only, which is 25%. So as you can see the spacing between these four menus, so this is because of the line height. Let's remove the line height and see what actually happens over there. So we are gonna refresh it and see. So this is how it looks if you don't give the line height. So we have closed this division of navigation bar over here, and the next we have used is the division for our main content. I have given the paragraph in a main content. So also I have given a height of 500 pixel, width 75%. So this is the height of 500 pixel and a width of 75%. So I have given a float left and float right. If you know what block elements means, you are going to understand the concept of float very easily. So if we are keeping this float over in the left, so this blue section over here is gonna go to the left and this pink section is gonna go to the right side. Let me show you by decreasing the width. So I am giving this width as 20 and this width as 70. Let's save it and go into a browser and see what happened. So as you can see, this is gonna remain at the left and this is gonna remain at the right side. So this is the working of our floats. So here I have given the previous widths to both of these divisions, and the last division that I have used over here is the footer. So I have given a height of 60 pixel, width of 100%, background color light gray, and I've also float this to the left. Also I have used a center tag over here as well. So as you can see, the footer over here is in the center, and let's see if you don't use float left over here. So let's save it and go back to a browser. So you can see the gray background of this has gone behind this thing. As I've already told before, these are the block level elements, so we need to use our floats over here. I'm gonna save it and refresh it. So this is actually how our web page looks. I hope the concepts of today are clear to everybody. Thank you for watching this video. Please subscribe to our channel Tutorials Vista. So press the bell icon so that you can be notified when we post our next video. Thank you.